So this is the best rune farm to do after the recent Elden Ring update. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So to do this rune farm, you're going to want to make your way toward the Palace Approach Ledge Road. This location can be found in Mohg's Palace, and if you don't know how to get here, well, simply make your way toward the concentrated snowfields. From here, you're going to want to make your way toward the area I have pinged on the map right here. The video is currently in 4x speed. To get toward the normal speed, put your YouTube video at 0.25 playback speed. So travel through the concentrated snowfields, try and avoid combat with as much enemies as possible, and if you keep following this route I take here, you should eventually reach the gateway. By teleporting through this gateway, you should make your way exactly where the rune farm is. Just make your way down these little obstacles and eventually you should find the grace. There are two items I would recommend for this method, but they are not needed. First of all, the golden scarab talisman, and second of all, the golden pickled feet. The item you will need for this method is the sacred relic sword. To get this sword, you have to kill the Elden beast, so it's a little bit of a late game weapon. By talking to the Twin Maidens, you can grab this weapon for 20,000 runes. The Sacred Relic Sword must be leveled up to around level 6. If the sword isn't up to level 6, it may not one-shot the enemies, making the whole rune farm unviable. If you don't have the Sacred Relic Sword, then you can opt for the Star Scourge Greatsword, which can do similar damage. So let's get into the method. At the Palace Approach Ledge Road, you're going to want to simply grab your Sacred Relic Sword and walk toward this spot where all the enemies in front of you lay dormant. You simply want to use the special ability on the sword, and what should happen is it should wipe out all the enemies in front of you, causing you to grab a lot of runes. Right now, you can either go onto the map, go back to the Palace Approach Grace and redo this method, or you can manually walk back to the Grace and do the method again. The first option is slightly quicker, but both ways do the trick pretty well. So by repeating this method, you should be able to grab up to 1,000,000 runes in around 7 to 10 minutes, depending on your new game and depending if you have the gold scarab talisman and the pickled feet equipped. Either way, it's a very good rune farm and still remains as Elden Ring's best rune farm even after the most recent update. There's also another rune farm in this location. At the exact same grace, if you go up, you should see a bird in a blood lake. You will now need the bow and some arrows, and what you're simply going to want to do is use the lock on and lock on toward the bird. By shooting the bird with your arrow, the bird should be tricked and fall down the blood lake, and you should grab the runes for it. To repeat this, simply sit down at the grace behind you and get up and repeat this method to grab as much runes as you can. So that was the best rune farm as of the update. If you have enjoyed this video, smash a like, and if you never want to miss out on a future upload, then consider subscribing as well. But anyways, until next time, take it easy and goodbye.